The next team to rebuild is the Essendon Football Club. There was a line in the club song all those years ago. See the Bombers fly up to win the premiership flag. We haven't even won a final for the last... Essendon have not won a final for the last 21 years. Since then, they've been a joke of a club. The memes, the drug saga, the waste of draft picks, and incompetent administration staff. And now with Andrew Welsh set to be the new president of the Bombers, he's willing to make... He's a bit of a mega guy at Essendon. Make Essendon great again. And today, we are going to make Essendon great again. Look at all these good buys from Essendon. Alan Davey, Ben Hobbs, Luaman Luau, Lockie Blackiston. How did Blackiston get delisted? And so did Oscar Smart. We actually made a blip right here. We'll have to get him back in the rookie draft somehow. There is a lot of work that we need to do with this roster to get the Bombers back to where they once were. One of the best AFL teams we've ever seen. First order of business. We will lose Sam Draper to the Brisbane Lions. Checking to see if anyone else has left Essendon yet. No, they haven't. Hello, Gold Coast. Pleasure to do business with you. We're sending you a future third. Just so we can get Braden Fiorini out of the Gold Coast Football Club and into our football club at Essendon. It's been a lifelong dream of his to play for the Bombers. And now he gets to live the dream. Still 5 contracts that are expiring. We need to get done. Good, we got 18 out of contract at the end of the year. Oh my days. Jai Menzies well, we could just delist him. Jesus, how on earth do we keep Jai Menzies over the likes of Massimo D'Ambrosio? He left for Hawthorn. We kept him over Paddy Voss. We kept him over... I don't know. So we delist our uncontracted players some more. Shield, Laverde, Marlett. Well, all 3 Marlins have hung up the boats. Menzies and Setterfield are all gone. As we all know, Essendon's first pick in real life was Sullivan Roby. Let's get him. The Bombers are going to be drafting one of the The biggest Guernsey collector of the class, Jacob Farrow. Yeah, another one we'll go for is Dyson Sharp from Central District. He should be a solid pickup for the Bombers. We'll also go with Kondianis. Elaka. I don't think the Dons got anyone in the rookie draft. And we'll relist Blackiston. It comes to show why we don't have a pick in the rookie draft. Take a look at the Guernsey numbers for the Bombers. From our current squad. Farrow to get the number 2 Guernsey. Fiorini will wear 8. 9 will go to Roby. Well, maybe we could relist Will Setterfield in the mid-year draft. As he might be training back at Essendon. 33 to go to Wellacher. Kondianis to wear 29. Dyson Sharp will give him 15. Named after 2 Dysons, Ricky Dyson and Dyson Heppel. Vicentini will wear 17 for the club. Oh dear. Satisfaction's down 24%. Oh no, how disastrous this Butters rebuild is actually going. Well, I'm actually surprised I haven't even been sacked. Let alone try to turn them into a finals team. I'm lucky not to get sacked from the club. Well, this might be Vicentini's time to shine. Now that we don't have Draper anymore. We'll give Nguyen another year. But Nguyen will get another year. We'll promote Sardo Hawley to the senior list. Archie Wicks. Trying to give Tom Edwards a promotion to the senior list. As we remember him, he showed a lot of promise at Essendon. Remember that? I think he kicked 6 goals or something on debut against the Crows? That was a pretty good debut for him, but then next minute he goes down injured. But Archie Roberts got a new contract for the Bombers. Yes, he does. As we'll need the baby Bombers to start coming together and making the league their own. Sartas, he'll need to get his act together at Essendon. Gresham's re-signed to a new deal. So too is Zach Johnson. Come on, Unwin. Let's go. Oh, let's go, Unwin. Unwin's re-signed. So too is Angus Clark. He showed a lot of promise at Essendon. Well, there are 5 that I'm a bit unsure about. We'll re-sign Perkins. We've promoted 3 rookies. Let's see how we go depending on injuries. Oh, look at that. We just beat Collingwood on Anzac Day, finally. Have we just beat the Swans in Sydney? Did we just get it done in Sydney against the Swans? And we just lost out on Setterfield. He's gone to the Dogs. Farrow comes into the side. What about... It's time to get Sullivan Ryby in as well. Now we move on to August. The Bombers have finished 17th. Fair satisfaction's at 4%. We're treading on water here. Oh no, 1% sad fans. The fans really are not happy with the direction of our club. Now we head into the 2nd of October, 2026. Let's see who the Bombers have said goodbye to. Well, Lewis Hayes and Nick Cox have been delisted. We lost one ruckman due to free agency last season, and that was Sam Draper. His injury and Nick Bryant's injury pretty much cost us last season. And now Goldstein retired. It's time for Essendon to bring in a new ruckman. And we're going to have to get rid of a dead weight during the off-season. And would you look at that? Kieran Briggs, welcome to the Bombers. That is a big That is one of the signings to give us a bit of a wake-up call. You know what else we need a wake-up call for? Getting rid of all that dead weight. Oh, look at that. Nick Bryan, 73 to 76 potential. Oh, dear. He's maxed out his potential. Sardell Hawley, 67 potential. Oh, no. McMahon, 69 to 70 potential. It's kind of dumb. Well, it's probably time to get rid of the dead weight. Hello, Port Adelaide. Passy doing business with you, and here's well, that's well. Look at that, the clean out starting at Essendon. Matt Guilfey. Who else? Who else we send away? Archie May. Who else decided to say goodbye to? Probably Wilfie and May have been traded for picks 34 and 41. We just accepted a deal with the Western Bulldogs. Remember when we nearly traded Zach Merritt to Hawthorn? Well, with Essendon finishing 17th and being removed from the captaincy, Zach Merritt is again not happy with the direction we are going. But hang on a minute. Beforehand, let's do some more. Let's do some more trade deals on the side. Darcy Parish, jeez, the poor bloke can't even stop getting injured to save his life. Ben Mackay, Jackson Pryor, and I guess us getting rid of maybe dumping pick 34 might be the play to get us pick 6, 9, and 12. As this could potentially help. Yeah, probably the Henry Hustwater and Josh Weddle deal's done. This could potentially help in the deal to bring Zach Merritt to Hawthorn. Well, you know what else might piss off Zach Merritt? Well, his good mate Kyle Langford's about to get traded to Hawthorn for a future first. That's another defense. That's another player we parted company with. You know what? It's time to get this deal done once and for all. Zach Merritt. He's not been on board with us. Wrote this whole journey. He was just using us. He was just using us to, well, get himself to Hawthorn. In return, we're going to get... We'll be bringing Henry Hustwaite into Essendon. Was he good mates with Elijah Sartas at one stage? He came from the Stingrays in the draft. And let's get Josh Weddle to come to the Bombers. Speaking of Josh Weddle, he's good mates with Elijah Sartas. Let's get him all in for Essendon. How about Cam McKenzie? Another good mate of Sartas. We're saving McKenzie and Weddle's and Hustwaite's careers. We're getting them out of Hawthorn. They don't seem very happy at Hawthorn, and we'll get them pick 11, and yes, we've got the deals done. Well, goodbye, Zach Merritt. If you don't want to be all in with us, well, we're happy to let you leave. Since the Bombers weren't happy to let you leave in real life, we're happy to let you go on AFL 26. In return, we got Josh Weddle, Henry Hustwaite, Cam McKenzie, and a pick. Great trade business there for all the Bombers. Any more we can bring to Essendon? How about Joshua Shelley? Josh Worrell? Saligo? And who else can we bring to Essendon? We'll give Adelaide picks 4, 6, and 9. Which would be enough to get these deals done. All it took was getting rid of Zach Merritt just to get these deals done. Well, sadly we can't get... There is a certain forward we can get from Fremantle. You remember him? He kicked 6 goals against Collingwood? Paddy Voss? But he said some disgraceful comments about Essendon after the delisting of his good mate Ben Hobbs. You know what? We're not going for him this time. We're not going to bring him back to the club after what he said. How about we go for his mate Josh? How about we go for Josh Treacy instead from the Dockers? All it can take is a swap of future seconds. Our Fremantle are happy to accept. Look at that, the clean-up. All it took for one clean-up job is 8 quality young players that can take the Bombers to the next level in the future. Well, we've done our trade period business. We managed to get some great deals done with the Crows. Did just help Essendon get new players, and it's also helped Adelaide ease up salary cap pressure. We don't have anyone else to say goodbye to. Next, we got a second pick in the draft. We're going with Zayden Craig. And we'll probably go with Noah Freeman with our next pick. And 2027. Be the year we get Essendon out of the bottom three. Now we got the rookie draft to focus on. Billy Allen is our next pick. Liam Macbeth. And we also got Jesse Motlop with a bit of AFL experience. Sorry, Elijah Sartas, you're not worthy of James Hearn's old number. We'll probably give that number to Josh Michelli. We'll give Saligo the number 12. Josh Tracy will be the new number 18 for the club. Weddle to wear 24. Nate Caddy's moved to 25, giving him Scott Lucas's old number. And Essendon, as we'll give number 30 to Mackenzie. Weddle to wear 26. He's got a bit of Bonner Thompson about him. Briggs to wear number 3. That is Paul Sannon's old number. I've still got some few more other numbers to deal with. Can 2027 be the year the Bombers avoid a huge losing streak? As we got 17 out of contract. So Jacob Farrow's Reese. Sullivan Roby's re-signed for the club. So Dyson Sharp can re-sign with us as well. He was an Essendon supporter growing up. Isaac Kako was also re-signed for Essendon. Peter Wright. Harrison Jones. Was also re-signed. So too was Xavier Dersma. Hopefully. Anyone else out of contract who we can re-sign? Because of his injuries, I think Nick Martin's decided to take a pay cut. El Acker is re-signed. said Taney's pretty much lost his spot on the team to Briggs. Let's move on to the mid-season. Let's skip through the first 10 rounds. 3-0. 4. Ooh. We nearly reached our first 6-0 start since 2013. So that's positive. That's positive sides. 4th on the ladder. We almost kind of bringing back the days of Sheedy's Baby Bombers. Baby Bombers of 2027? Are they beginning to play like the Baby Bombers of 93? Win, loss. We're 5th on the ladder after round 22. Now if we can beat North Melbourne, which we do, we're in the top 4. What a rise up the ladder for Essendon. From 17th spot from 17th in 2026. What a rise back up the ladder for the club. Gone from one of the worst teams of 2026 back to being one of the best clubs in season 2027. We'll get Caddy back. Caddy's back in the forward line. Sharp comes into the side. What an upset. The Bombers win it people first. They went on the Gold Coast for the first time since 2019. And that's going to get us 3rd spot at a qualified final against Adelaide. Our first top 4 appearance since 2001. And this was back when we were pretty much invincible. This was around that time when we were kind of pretty much invincibles. And nothing was going to touch us. We definitely need to bring in the best players as possible for the finals. We nearly did it. We were so close to ending the meme of Essendon cannot win a final. We kind of almost there. Well, could this be the final where we envy Essendon can't win a final joke once and for all? We got the Western Bulldogs. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Essendon have won a final. Essendon have actually won a final. For the first time in 23 years at this point. And that's the first time in 60 years they've won a final without Kevin Sheedy. What a time to be alive, Essendon fans. 76-point winner to the Bulldogs, and they're in the prelim for the first time since 2001. Since 2001. And we're going to verse Collingwood on preliminary final day. Can we continue this rise from nearwood and spooners to grand finalists within a year? There is a good reason to be optimistic, Bombers fans. You've had a great year in 2027. We doing that in style. We were 17th on the ladder last year with Zach Merritt. And now, with Henry Hustwaite at our side, and now Josh Weddle and Cam McKenzie, we're grand finalists. And now let's check to see where Hawthorn have finished with Zach Merritt in the lineup. They finished 12th. They got worse with Merritt. They got worse with Zach Merritt. That's what happens when you leave Essendon. That's what happens when you leave them for the Hawks. They're arch rivals. Anyway, no time to laugh. No more time to laugh. We got a grand final to prepare for. We got the Sydney Swans. So we're back on the serious side of things now. We got to win this premiership for the first time since 2000. Will it be a premier? Will it be a premiership coming back to the Baby Bombers for the first time in well over 25 years? We're gonna make the league. Got to make the league over spare player. Grand final football is upon us once again for the Bombers. First big dance since 2001. Will this be our first premiership since the year 2000?
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. It's great to have you with us at the MCG. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between Essendon and Sydney. This is the day when dreams come true, when hearts are broken, when reputations are enhanced or diminished. For some, it will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The skipper leads his team out onto the field. I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Pleasure to be here, Hutto. I'm going with the Bombers. They've been the best side all year, and I think they'll have enough in reserve. That said, I wouldn't be surprised to see this one in the balance late.
Thanks for those thoughts, Harf. Time for some last-minute instructions as the captains meet in the middle.
literally in this grand final, Essendon, they are the first team to go from wooden spooners the previous year to make the grand final.
6th place Sydney at the MCG in round 16, 2022. When Callum Mills put Sydney 16 points up 8 minutes into the last term, it seemed the Swans had taken Essendon's best punches. A brace from Jake Stringer brought the Dons to within a kick before Mason Redmond put them in front with a superb long-range strike at the 20-minute mark. Kyle Langford then made it 4 in a row before Chad Warner gave Sydney hope with barely 2 minutes to play. A Nick Hines snap then sealed a 9-point triumph for the Red and Black, 15-5 to 12-14. The pinnacle of the football calendar is finally underway.
Hang on, I just forgot. I made the quarters 10 minutes. The quarters are still 10 minutes. Got to change it to 5 minutes. That's better.
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're coming to you from the MC. 16th placed Essendon took on the 6th placed Sydney at the MCG in round 16, 2022. When Callum Mills put Sydney 16 points up 8 minutes into the last term, it seemed the Swans. A painfully slow week gives way to a massive roar. Briggs wins the first ruck contest. Dersma, he's run into trouble. Can he hit a target? They're going hammer and tong. They've put themselves under pressure. Hapley, if he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Briggs showing his skills. A bit of a panicked handball. He's been accosted. Squeezes the kick. In no man's land. Jordan. Campbell, that's a big play.
He should put them on the board here. Just a question of accuracy.
For the first goal of the grand final, listen to the roar.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Swans on the board early. Briggs with the tap. Ridley, Perkins, gathers in the centre square. Saligo, terrific tackle. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Rucks go at it. Warner, a good kick here and they'll be in business. Intercepted and they can launch from half-back. Rochelle can keep it moving. Edwards on a lead. Great play. Perkins has it within range. Can he finish it off?
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Looks good. He's steered it through.
That's a classy finish. We've become accustomed to that from him.
Back to where we started. Scores level. Grundy showing his skills. Warner, a quick getaway wasn't possible. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Briggs with a deft tap. Warner, Mills, kicks to space. That's poor play. Dersma, he's been busy so far. He's caught. The Swans guarding the corridor. Weddle almost threw it out. Sartis. Jones. Dersma gets the kick away. Roberts wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. That's a useful ball. Heaney. Can he impose himself on the match? He's normally better than that. Worrell in heavy traffic. Motlop with a chance to run. They're moving the footy well here. He's made a bright start. Jones gets to the front spot. He will surely make this count.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
Jones rams it home.
That was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body, then went back and put it straight through the middle.
The Bombers having a good patch. Grundy wins it out of the centre. Warner. Jordan demanded the footy and got it.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Critical contest coming up. Good disciplined defence. It's a desperate tackle towards the goal mouth. The kick's astray and out of bounds.
If one side can get on top in the clearances here, it'll go a long way towards deciding this match.
Grundy gets his hand to it. Kako. Right, it's no place for the faint-hearted. We've got a whistle, umpire's ball. Grundy wins the tap. Warner, Saligo, ever reliable.
The Bombers have probably had the better of it early in general play, but it's looking like a dour struggle might be on the cards.
Briggs punches it out of the ruck. Perkins, Kako, Dersma. He's gone. Is anyone home? Punched away. McLean steadies. Drop punt. Goal!
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
Good match so far. Grundy showing his skills. Mills, Warner, Briggs wins it back. Dersma, Motlop, probably too far out to score. Kako outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
That was great use of the body. He's so hard to beat in those situations.
This will be a close thing, but close enough isn't good enough.
They'll need to clamp down on him. He'll torch him if they keep giving him that sort of space.
Looking for a quick transition. What can they muster from the back half? Honours the lead. Clever kick. Andrew with a chance to relieve the pressure. Quality delivery by foot. Picking their way through. Calvert. That's skillful. Rowbottom. It's a tough game. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Jordan. Briggs is there in defence. The Bombers look sharp early. Motlop has found some space. This spells trouble. Haywood attracted a crowd. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Grundy showing his skills like Batman and Robin. Briggs, Dersma, Ridley. Good penetration on the kick. And that's a letdown. Doesn't often waste it. McLean works hard to present. They've opened them up here. His field kicking is normally first rate. Calvert, he's got support. Rowbottom, Kako has it now on centre wing. Saligo, Rochelle, Caddy takes the mark and can extend the margin.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
It's a deep kick. Only a behind.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Hanson Jr. working hard and being rewarded. Good thinking and good execution too. Taking time to assess the options. The Swans are out of trouble. Worrell intercepts on centre wing. Searching kick.
Sometimes taking these half chances can make all the difference.
Short and wide, no good. An absorbing first term comes to an end. This one looks like it'll be close. Time to check in with Gary.
There's not a lot to separate the teams, either on the scoreboard or on the stat sheet. Disposals, clearances and inside 50s are all fairly even. If the match continues like this, it'll be engrossing, but I can't help but feel that someone will break it open at some point. I'm just not sure who.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Briggs wins it down. Kako onto it in a flash. They might be caught out on the turnover. Sartis clears the area. Martin, what can they build here? Motlop in some space on the wing. Ridley, that's careless. Gets a kick away. He's under close attention. That could come back to bite. Rochelle crosses the paint. Blakey makes good contact. Young, you can't question his commitment. Probing ball. He's hit up the lead. Neat little worm burner. Jordan in the clear on centre wing. Campbell, solid tackle. That's commitment to the cause. The umpire says he had no prior. Grundy smashes it out of there. Rowbottom. Kako wins it back. They cannot keep him quiet. Rochelle read it well and claims the mark. He's generally a good kick. Alarm bells are ringing. Young spoils. Rochelle, that has to hurt. Edwards charges onto it. Kako, big opportunity here. He puts it away, and they're 6 points richer.
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Briggs, the winner there. I felt that one from here. The umpire will have it. Briggs showing his skills. Warner, what can he do with it?
Lots to analyse, Gaz. What stands out?
The Bombers might be in front, but there's room for improvement with their kicking. They've been sloppy at times.
Calvert, Warner, thought his way through it. Reed is a rock in defence. Normally delivers. That's well played. What's he got on offer? Motlop has charged into space. Right in the clear. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Penetrating ball. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Conservative kick. Heaney can keep it moving. Blakey throws it on the boot. Well played. Jordan, good handball. Rochelle leads his opponent. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Briggs wins it. Ridley, a model of consistency. Who's front and centre? Edwards. He's run into trouble. You asked for it, you got it. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Briggs with the tap. They have a good understanding, those two. Saligo, Ridley. The kick lets them down, and they're away. Calvert all on his own. He might have thought about the corridor. Cleary pushes into space and receives the footy. Warner on centre wing is marked. Can he hit a target? This is good ball movement. He's been quiet. Ridley wins it back. Great mark. Well-weighted kick. It's a dreadful mistake. The defence has fallen down. Jordan, he's taken a beauty.
That's mark number 4, and he's putting together a decent game.
Got to be a goal. Oh, it's a dreadful miss.
You wouldn't think it was possible to miss from there, but... Here we are.
They've set up well for the kick in. The kick is precise. Tidy ball. Perkins on a lead. Saligo. That's good work rate. Lowers the eyes. It's come unstuck. They've got them on the overlap. Jordan marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
He'll head for home. How's his radar? Pretty poor as it turns out. Tight thing here. Sartis presents in space. Good looking kick. Dersma. The Bombers look well drilled. Punched that like he meant it. Mills knew the tackle was coming. Can he impose himself on the match? They've put themselves under pressure. The umpire was compelled. Sets a task for the forwards. That's a waste. Takes the safe option. Roberts makes position. Warner with a chance to run. They're moving the footy well here. Heaney, dangerous to leave on his own. McCartan manages to get off a handball. Roberts out of the congestion. Saligo runs onto it. Under pressure, taken to ground. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. We'll have a ball up as we approach half-time. Briggs has probably got the points at this stage. Ridley. They appeal for a free kick, but we'll have a stoppage. Briggs has got on top. Perkins. Ridley. He's been busy so far. Roberts will bail his team out again. That's a useful ball. The team physios will be working overtime. Briggs read that one like a book. Just has to hit a target. McCartan with a big fist. Roberts. Motlock within range. Can make them pay.
His goalless so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
That's not going to be a goal. Andrew got a fist in. Danger averted, frantic defence.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Good work rate. Can he find a teammate? Heaney has got loose. Clever kick. Quality delivery by foot. Goes laterally. Blakey. That's skillful. Jordan in the centre square. It's become a game of keepings off. Cleary. The Bombers have the edge at half-time, but this game is well and truly up for grabs. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Bombers deserve to be 2 kicks in front. They could potentially have been further in front, but a few opportunities got away from them in the first half. They're playing a confident brand of footy and sticking to their game plan. As they typically do, they're effectively telling their opponents, you're going to have to play pretty well to beat us.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, some indirect ball movement here. No one can mark. Roberts just trying to get it forward under pressure. Stack couldn't complete the mark. Hapley. Well, I suppose if you're going to turn it over, that's not the worst place. Sartis has found some space. Dersma works hard to present. I've liked his game today. The kick was centimetre perfect. Worrell takes the hand pass. Rochelle, Saligo, Kako picking their way through. Edwards all alone in the centre square. It's a poor inside 50. Blakey. His field kicking is normally first rate. Cleary not wanting to bomb to a contest. Honours the lead. Good kick. The Swans moving the ball well. Is anyone home? Campbell. Here's real danger now.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
Going at his second. Keeler takes a great grab and should kick a goal.
It's so important to be efficient in front of goal, especially when it's tight on the scoreboard.
Needs that to come back, and it does.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
There's a long way to go, but we might just be watching a grand final for the ages. Ridley, Perkins, navigated the traffic. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Jordan, working hard and presenting well. Heaney, he's plucked it and should have a shot.
To put them back in front.
He should not miss from there, and he doesn't.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. Briggs wins the tap. Kako, Ridley under pressure. He might have done better. Stack managed to get a handball away. Keeler, Mills steps inside the 50. We know how good he is, and he knows it as well.
They've risen to the challenge and are playing inspired football.
The Swans have the edge. edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Grundy with a deft tap. Mills. Saligo, desperate to win it back. Kicks to space. Perkins has worked hard to present.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
Critical contest coming up. He's got another one.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
Who would know who's going to win this? Grundy showing his skills. Warner, Kako gets there first. Blakey thwarts them again. Grundy getting involved. Stack, here's a chance to get it forward. He's giving 100%. Normally delivers. Worrell, where would they be without him? Doesn't often waste it. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Dersma can just about finish it himself. Searching kick. Green takes an excellent grab. Careful ball movement. Jordan marks in the back pocket. What a game he's having. Schoenmaker working hard and being rewarded. Motlock bangs it long. Good disciplined defence. It's loose inside the 50. Not much he could have done there.
Both sides are placing a premium on team defence, which is making goals very hard to come by.
It's been a great duel between the two big men. Rowbottom. They've turned it over. He's having a dirty day. Hanson Jr. makes good contact. The boundary umpire will toss it back inside the 50. Big clearance to win here. Rowbottom. Hapley. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Turned over on centre wing. They keep coming. They must tidy up their kicking. Slick hands. Green running in support. Roberts all on his own. Short pass looks good. Jordan. Probing ball. Ridley spoils. Worrell farms it out. Perkins attracted a crowd. He's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Well played. The Swans are under siege. Rochelle has it within range.
Must kick goal in a close match.
That's offline. Didn't really give it a chance.
I just wonder how many more chances like that they're going to get.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Manages to find a teammate. Tidy ball. Have they weathered the storm? Taking time to assess the options. The Swans are out of trouble. Good thinking and good execution too. That's a well-placed kick. Stack on a lead. Takes the logical option. Roberts looking to extend this margin. Punched away. Reed doesn't want to turn it over there. Mills heads them off at the pass. Drives it deep. Redmond tries to spike it out of the danger zone. The Swans with a chance for a stoppage goal. Important clearance here. Perkins, Briggs, Saligo, Martin, Kako, Ridley. He's generally a good kick. He's hit up the lead. That's a useful ball. Gresham pushes into space and receives the footy.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
He's kicking at his second, but he'll have to settle for one, at least for now. The Swans lead it narrowly at three-quarter time. This is a brilliant contest, and the best is still to come. Time for some more insights from Gary on the
All right, Riley just rebuilding the Bombers right now. They're only down by 3 points at the last change in the 2027 Grand Final. But they were bottom of the ladder 1 year earlier. They could become the first team to go from wooden spoon as the Premiers in the same season.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
Since Fitzroy in 1916.
Warner, that's a dreadful hand pass. Perkins with a chance to run. They've got them on the overlap. Saligo drops into the hole and marks.
He'll give them the lead if he can hold his nerve.
He hasn't kicked a goal today, and he still hasn't.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Looking for a quick transition. The kick is precise. Mills.
That is so cool.
Kicks laterally. Cleary. Can keep
Looking forward to their first game in March.
Can he find a teammate? Jordan in the clear. Green hasn't seen a lot of it. They've given it back. Solid tackle. They're tackling with venom today. It's not a fair fight. Briggs got his palm to it. Kako goes long. Jones is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
The crowd will tell the story.
That won't score. It's a disappointing result. A chance to clear now. That's well played. Good kick. What can they muster from the back half? Gives some ground with a handball. Young. Quality delivery by foot. Picking their way through. Keeler has got loose. He doesn't waste many. Alarm bells.
That is so cool. And in 2 seasons' time will be 10 years for yourself as an Eagles member.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Swans have pushed the margin out to beyond a goal. Briggs with the tap. Ridley, Perkins, Kako, Dersma. Handballs it to nobody. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Sees an opportunity and plays on. Can he hit a target? Haywood, great body work.
He's batting at 100% so far.
Should be able to.
And they've skipped clear.
He hasn't had a big impact, but he's still found a way to kick a couple.
The Swans with a break now. Briggs got his palm to it. Good ruck work and good roving too. That might have been dropping the ball. Kako. Andrew with another spoil. Jones. Saligo gets his kick despite the heat. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? Mills all alone in the centre square. They've opened them up here. Calvert.
His goal is so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're coming to you from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between Essendon and Sydney. It's the best of the best. Winner takes all. A season full of twists and turns comes to its conclusion. Who will be crowned Premier today? Here come the teams. Daniel Harford is with me. Hello, Harf. What can we expect from this match?
Thanks, Hutto. I like the Bombers. Two very worthy sides, obviously, but I've gone with the favourites because their best is the best, and they have no obvious weakness. May it be a terrific game.
Okay, then. Thanks, Harf. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss. Sixteenth placed Essendon took on the 6th place Sydney at the MCG in round 16 2022. When Callum Mills put Sydney 16 points up 8 minutes into the last term, it seemed the Swans had taken Essendon's best punches. A brace from Jake Stringer brought the Dons to within a kick before Mason Redmond put them in front with a superb long-range strike at the 20-minute mark. Kyle Langford then made it 4 in a row before Chad Warner gave Sydney hope with barely 2 minutes to play. A Nick Hines snap then sealed a 9-point triumph for the Red and Black, 15-5 to 12-14. The atmosphere is electric, the adrenaline is pumping. There's nowhere you'd rather be. Warner can send them into attack. Mills, Goulden, the defenders will be nervous. Heaney, Marks, That's hard to stop.
It didn't take them long to win the ball out of the centre and set up what should be the game's first goal.
It's a deep kick. No one can mark. Throw in deep in the pocket.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Who can get the clearance? Ridley, Reed getting involved. And they're out of trouble. Perkins got to the right position and hung on. Sartis presents in space. Clever kick. Weddle. This is good footy. Ignoring the corridor for now. He's hit up the lead. Unable to get it inside 50. Can they get something going? Sartis. It fell into his arms. Well, I suppose if you're going to turn it over, that's not the worst place. And they're away. The Swans are out of trouble. Careful with the kick. Campbell gathers in the centre square. McLean. Anyone's ball. Mills. Ridley wins it back. Lowers the eyes. Motlop. Dangerous to leave on his own. It's amounted to nothing. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. Briggs makes good contact. Heaney. They're moving the footy quickly. Haywood with half a chance. Met solidly. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Briggs gets his hand to it. Ridley. That's a useful ball. Thought his way through it. Right. Outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Great play. Motlop. He's taken a beauty.
The crowd will tell the story.
Critical contest coming up. Andrew tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Taking no chances there.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
He's off. He's been busy so far. McCartan marks in the back pocket. Quality delivery by foot. Blasts away. Briggs with another spoil. McLean. We're still waiting for the first goal of the match. Grundy with a deft tap. Rowbottom. The midfield battle's so important. Goulden. Here's a chance to get it forward. Is anyone home? Worrell spoils. Jordan. He's not going to waste an opportunity like that.
It doesn't matter who you are. It's always good to get an early one on the board.
The Swans with the first goal. The big men fly. Mills, Rowbottom, Warner, Cleary, squeezes the kick. Hapley, that's good work rate. Can he hit a target? Heaney, strong grab. He will surely make this count.
That was an excellent passage of play to set up what should be an easy goal.
Heaney rams it home.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
The Swans have made an impressive start. Punch clear. Calvert couldn't get a disposal. Perkins, Saligo delivers it inside 50. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Easy goal, surely. He hasn't missed it, has he? Oh, he scraped it in.
A contested mark and goal, exactly what the doctor ordered.
The Bombers have pulled it back to 5 points. Rucks go at it. Kako navigated the traffic. Great anticipation. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Briggs gets his hand to it. Kako Right, marks. Will he go the bomb?
He'll have to give it a ride to get it home from there.
Not a great kick. Punched away. Stack. Can he mop up? That's skillful. Rochelle takes an excellent grab.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
Not his best. Grundy with the big fist. They've set up well for the kick-in. Good thinking and good execution too. Goulden has found some space. Mills on a lead. Neat little stab kick. Jordan runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Takes him high. What's he got on offer? The Bombers forcing them out wide. They could be vulnerable here. Another forward 50 entry. Jones is always dangerous inside 50. Boot, ball, goal!
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
It's already looking like the grand final we were hoping for. Briggs palms it down. Ridley, Perkins. Can they get another one? Good disciplined defence. Jones, Rochelle. He's got it done.
They keep moving the ball quickly. There'll be plenty more where that came from.
The Bombers have kicked the past three and they're looking formidable. Briggs showing his skills. Got to go quickly. Time running out. Edwards pounces. Sets sail for home and he has delivered.
The Swans are on the back foot. That was possibly a bit too easy.
The Bombers have well and truly got the jump now. The Bombers with the early advantage. They're up and about, but the challenge will come. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Bombers settled better in the opening term and they look the less jittery of the two sides. They've got the early clearance advantage stemming from some impressive ruck work, and they generally look like scoring when they go inside 50. We know their opponents are going to hit back hard though, and their ability to defend will be thoroughly tested.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Jordan finds himself unattended.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
How's the finish? He hasn't hit it well. In fact, he's hit the behind post. His field kicking is normally first rate. Ridley has charged into space. Doesn't often waste it. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? The Swans have denied them the corridor. Edwards. It's a tough game. Grundy, where angels fear to tread. He's been quiet. Goulden. Terrific tackle. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Briggs with a deft tap. Perkins. Ridley. Dersma. The kick was centimetre perfect. This is promising. A bit of a panicked handball. Grundy has it now on centre wing. Ridley in the right spot at the right time. They've put themselves under pressure. He's run into trouble. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Grundy with the tap. Calvert keeps it low. Who's got the wheels? Keeler taken to ground. Rinse and repeat. Briggs wins the tap. Ridley, Dersma under pressure. Kako, Perkins. Manages to find a teammate. Motlop in some space on the wing. They're playing with purpose and poise. Punched that like he meant it. Schoenmaker. What can they muster from the back half? Normally delivers. That's generous, and this could hurt the other way. Weddle, Jones, all on his own. Useful hand pass. The Bombers are bringing great energy. Sartis, well played. They're moving the footy quickly. Schoenmaker clears the area. Edwards, he was taken high and should go back and have a shot from here.
The Bombers have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
He hasn't looked like missing today. Here's another. Oh, I put the Moz on him.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Looking for a quick transition. McCartan can keep it moving. Finds himself in space. Can he find a teammate? Good work rate. Clever kick. Goulden works hard to present. That's a useful ball. The Swans are out of trouble. Kako got a fist in. Has to be clean. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Campbell demanded the footy and got it.
These half chances can often be the difference.
Steadies, delivers, and back they come.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Swans hitting the scoreboard early after an underwhelming first quarter. Briggs with the tap. Ridley, Perkins. What can he do with it? Kako. It's not a fair fight. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Briggs has got on top. Perkins. Saligo. Got to get it on quickly. Ridley. Errant handball, and they've turned it over. McLean working hard and presenting well. Stack drops into the hole and marks. Just needs an accurate kick now.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Has a ping. It won't be a goal. Mills takes a beauty close to goal.
They don't come easier.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Briggs gets his hand to it. Ridley, Dersma, harassed into an error. Cleary accepted the invitation. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Briggs has had his measure today. Ridley, Saligo, under pressure. Briggs, he's had little impact so far. Rochelle, dangerous to leave on his own. Searching kick. Defence 101 there. Stack, he's set upon. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Briggs is teaching him a lesson. Just had to get it out. Worrell goes for home. He doesn't miss many, and that is no exception.
That's a quality finish. He's a beautiful kick at goal when his confidence is up.
The Bombers have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Briggs wins it out of the centre. Got to get rid of it. Perkins needing support. Saligo, Rochelle, marks. Will he go the bomb?
This is going to have to be a terrific kick, but he's certainly capable.
He's tugged it. Briggs takes a great grab and should kick a goal.
It's so important to be efficient in front of goal, especially when it's tight on the scoreboard.
He hasn't troubled the scorers, and he won't with that effort. sizes up what's ahead. Poor disposal keeps letting them down. What's he got on offer? This might be a chance for the high flyers. Stack doing what he does best. He's been busy so far. Rochelle, boot to ball, and that's a goal.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Swans are stuck in second gear. That would want to change pretty quickly. The big men fly. Just shoveled it out. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. The halftime siren sounds and the players will retreat to the rooms with lots to contemplate. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Bombers are in fine form in the contest and also on the outside. The runners are complementing the ball winners beautifully, and they are a very well-oiled machine where every player understands and executes their role. Some of their clearance to score work has been sublime.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Grundy showing his skills. Calvert, Rowbottom, Goulden. Not a lot of space to work with. Weddle in the clear on centre wing. Can he hit a target? Dersma outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Good penetration on the kick. Briggs always looked likely.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
No trouble at all, and they've skipped clear.
The Swans have gone right off the boil. They need a response urgently.
Sometimes a break can interrupt momentum, but that hasn't happened here. Briggs slaps it out. Kako is there in the clinches. The Bombers have all the answers. Tidy ball, and they're away. Another forward 50 entry. Wright can go back and shoot at goal.
To make it effectively a 5-goal game.
He hasn't had much influence. Can he kick a goal? No. That's ended up taking the behind post. The Swans have been out of sorts. Stack working hard and being rewarded. Goulden takes the short option. Jordan throws it on the boot. This is good ball movement. Neat little worm burner. Grundy presents in space. It must be his birthday. What's he got on offer? Sees something he likes. Motlop. Rochelle in the right spot. Saligo with a chance to run. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
To really stamp some authority on this match.
Has he got enough on it? He's got it.
Good teams respond under pressure, and they've done that. They're now the ones asking the hard questions.
The Bombers have one hand on the cup. Briggs has been dominant in the ruck. Kako, Perkins. Here's a chance to get it forward. Ridley, they've got all the momentum and they've busted this one right open.
There's not much this guy can't do, and he's right in the thick of this contest as he almost always is.
The Bombers will be hard to stop now. Briggs, it's a masterclass in ruck work. They can smell victory. Caddy takes the mark and can extend the margin.
That was an excellent passage of play to set up what should be an easy goal.
Goes Goldwood, and he's off target.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
Trying to catch them out. McCartan has found some space. Normally delivers. They're moving the footy well here. Heaney had his name written all over it. Good kick. He's hit up the lead. Probing ball. It's a bad mistake. The Bombers can smell blood. Taking out some frustration possibly. McCartan just trying to get it forward under pressure. They've turned it over. Doesn't often waste it. Sartis pushes into space and receives the footy. Weddle. Roberts spoils. Dersma. Motlop takes the hand pass. Can they get another one here? They're running riot.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Bombers are looking like premiers unless something remarkable happens. The big men fly. Warner. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Wright marks it centre half forward.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
Critical contest coming up. The Swans wriggle off the hook. Some indirect ball movement here. Good work rate. Waiting for someone to come at him. Jordan got to the right position and hung on. Quality delivery by foot. Who's front and centre? Kako showing real strength. Rochelle. Blakey ensures that foray will come to nothing. His field kicking is normally first rate. The Swans are out of trouble. Warner, it sits and he's in business. Panicked under pressure. No one can mark. Campbell runs to 40 and hammers it home.
He made something out of nothing there. Contender for goal of the day.
They've broken the run of goals at the other end, but they need a run of their own now. Grundy looking for territory. Mills, Rowbottom, Warner. The Swans need to make inroads soon. Honours the lead. Reed with a terrific mark deep in defence. Redmond can keep it moving. Well-weighted kick. Good thinking and good execution too. Rochelle, this is a big opportunity. Sartis in the clear. They're playing with purpose and poise. Perkins takes a beauty. Jones has got loose. They've opened them up here. I've liked his game today. It's come unstuck. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Papley! He's outmarked two of them. Mills. Intercepted, and they can launch from halfback. Motlop on centre wing is marked. Dersma by hand. Three-quarter time, and this one is almost decided. One team very good today, and the other certainly below their best. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Swans are flat-footed and lacking energy so far. That needs to change very quickly, or this will not only get out of control, it'll become embarrassing. They're just not getting their hands on the footy nearly enough, and consequently they're asking a lot of their defenders. Too much, in fact. If they can at least stabilise in the middle, then they'll get opportunities to exert pressure. But you feel they're going to have to be pretty efficient to truly threaten today.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Briggs, he's worth his weight in goal. Kako, who can run onto this and pump it forward? Worrell, solid tackle, kicks to space. Loose ball on centre wing. He ran into a brick wall. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Briggs showing his skills. Dersma, it's a tough game. Keeps it low. In no man's land. Ineffective disposal. Not much he could have done there.
The Swans are not getting their hands on the ball anywhere near enough, so they need to turn that around if they're going to go on to win.
Briggs with the tap. Perkins, this is promising. Clever kick. Well played. That's skillful. Edwards has charged into space. Can he find a teammate? Rochelle works hard to present. Jones has a way of drawing the footy.
This would make it very difficult indeed.
He won't threaten the goals with kicking like that, but he has at least managed to score.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately, the finish let them down.
Looking for a quick transition. McCartan marks in the back pocket. Stack with a chance to relieve the pressure. Cleary makes position. He's only had the one inside 50. Blakey on a lead. Can he be the fire starter? Keeler working hard and presenting well. Cleary. Oh, there's something to liven up a dull match. The kick is precise. Their ball movement has been impressive. Motlop. This is good footy. Saligo. It's a hospital hand pass. He'll drive them inside 50 yet again. Grundy read that one like a book. Takes the logical option. Young couldn't burst through. Leans back and drills it.
Surely that's shut the gate on them.
We thought this one might be close, but it hasn't turned out that way. Grundy, a rare win. Mills, Cleary. They're tackling with venom today. Attracted a crowd. Briggs is teaching him a lesson. Perkins, Blakey, went bang. Rochelle just shoveled it out. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. They cannot keep him quiet. Reed hasn't seen a lot of it. Schoenmaker, he's climbed all over him and taken an absolute ripper. Good disciplined defence. Dangerous place to lose it. Weddle is calm in a crisis. Sartis all on his own. The kick lets them down. The Swans have been out of sorts. Redmond at full back stops them in their tracks. That's well played. Can they get it forward this time? Tidy ball. Worrell. The Bombers continue to do as they wish. We're watching a very good side here. Motlop in some space on the wing. Dersma working hard and being rewarded. Edwards dangerous to leave on his own. Jones drops into the hole and marks.
The crowd will tell the story.
This would be something if he can kick it. Alas, he's off target.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
He's off. Can he hit a target? McCartan. That's good work rate. Caddy wins it back. Great mark.
He'll expect to convert this.
It's a deep kick. Briggs takes a beauty close to goal.
They're giving them a smashing in the middle and providing the forward with high-class service, and the forwards are making the most of it.
From the pocket, looks good, is good.
They forced them to kick to a contest and didn't give them an easy look, but as we just saw, their aerial capability means they can get you that way as well.
This is how you play a grand final. Briggs is giving him a bath. Mills, got to get it forward now. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Jones, and we will do it all again. Grundy showing his skills. Mills, row bottom. Cleary. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The pressure is relentless. Grundy wins the tap. Row bottom. Cleary. He's had little impact so far. Throws it on the boot. Young with a chance to run. Ignoring the corridor for now. This is good ball movement. What's he got on offer? Picking their way through. Jordan has found some space. Normally delivers. Campbell can just about finish it himself. Just has to hit a target. Stack has it within range.
A question of accuracy, and he should be able to answer in the affirmative.
struck it well. No problems there.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Bombers by 42. Grundy with the tap. Mills doing the grunt work. Goulden keen to get the ball moving. Can they find a late goal? Briggs, Perkins, Kako in the right spot. Young doing what he does best. Green. Dersma takes an excellent grab. It's an exhibition in attacking footy.
9 individual goal kickers if he puts this through.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
Everyone dreams of playing this well in a grand final. It's been a phenomenal performance.
It's just about time for them to celebrate. What a performance this has been. Calvert, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Mills, Rowbottom, Cleary. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Keeler appreciates that delivery.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
That's close. He liked it off the boot, and now he likes it more.
We know the damage he can do, but he's been starved of opportunity today.
The Bombers are premiers. These players are absolutely spent, but the adrenaline is surging through their bodies as they soak up these precious moments. Half's here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, Half?
The Bombers have proven themselves the best side in the competition. Time and again, they've stood up under pressure this year, and today was no different. At one point, we thought this might have ended up close, but they simply refused to let their opponents in. They now get to enjoy the best feeling in sport.
Thanks for your contributions throughout the day, Half.
Anyways, we're about to end this video. Have to go walk the dog soon. Essendon, rebuilding's complete. We took this side from a bottom place finish in 2026 to a premiership within a year. All that was done in one off-season. We brought in 8 recruits in the trade period. And after 27 long years, the Premiership Cup returns to Windy Hill for the 17th time, and for the first time without Kevin Sheedy since 1965. Big James Hurd's enjoying this moment somewhere. Seeing his old club lift the cup for the first time in what feels like a long time. Here we are, well, just sarcastic. We were talking. For him to revive his career was changing his position to defence. He became a really good half-back for us. Anyways, this is Lachlan Brown's around here. Which team should I rebuild next? Should I stay in Victoria, or should I get out of Victoria and go to another state?